Some vocabulary needed for this lesson. Volume. Volume is a three-dimensional measurement. Volume is used to determine how much space an object can hold. When determining volume of an object, it is important to decipher what the bases are. In order to find the volume, the area of the base is needed. The volume formula for an object is determined by two characteristics. Whether the object is a pyramid or a prism. Pyramid. Some characteristics of a pyramid is it has one base that is a polygon, and its lateral sides are flat triangles that come to a point on the opposite end of the base. The formula for a pyramid and a cone is volume equals 1/3 times height times area of its base. Prism. Some characteristics of a prism is it has two bases that are parallel to each other. The bases are polygons, and their lateral sides are rectangles, shaped and connected to both bases. The formula for a prism or a cylinder is height times area of base. Area is a two-dimensional measurement. This tells us the size of the object. Now let's take the information we just learned and reviewed to determine the volume of these objects. There is 4 steps when determining the volume. Step 1. Determine if it's a pyramid or a prism. Step 2. Determine the base. Step 3. Find the area of the base. Step 4. Use the formula to find the volume. As we can see, we have this shape right here. Step 1. Determine if it is a pyramid or a prism. As we can see here, it has two bases. Both are rectangles. Therefore, it is a prism. Because the two bases are rectangles, the base is a rectangle. Therefore, that makes this a rectangular prism. Step 3. Find the area of the rectangle. Because this is your base, we're going to use area times base times height, because that is the area formula for a rectangle. As we can see here, the base is 5. And our height is going to be 3. But because even though it's on two different bases, we know because both bases are parallel and they are congruent to one another, that the 3 is also the height of this rectangle. Therefore, we have 5 inches times 3 inches. So our area equals 15 square inches. Now because area is a two-dimensional measurement, we have inches times inches, which gives us square inches. So now that we have the area of our base, we can plug it into our volume formula for rectangular prism, which is volume times height times area of the base. So volume equals our height, which is 12 inches, times our area of our base, which is 15 square inches, making our volume 180 cubic inches. Now because volume is a three-dimensional measurement, and we have an inch times square inches, we have cubic inches. Now pause the video and use the example we just solved together to solve this one on your own. Now let's see if you got it right. So our first step is determine if it's a pyramid or a prism. Because there's two bases here that are parallel to one another, we know it is a prism. And as we can see here, the height and the width of this base is the same. Therefore, it is a square. Therefore, this here is a square prism. So now when determining the area of the base, we need to use the area formula for a square, which is base times height. Our base is going to be 5 inches. So we put 5 inches. And our height is also 5 inches. Now, even though that they are on two different planes, they are equal base. The bases are equal to one another. Therefore, this here is also, the height is 5 inches, and this width or base is also 5 inches on this one. So our area of 5 times 5 inches gives us 25 square inches. Now remember, area is a two-dimensional measurement, so it's got to be inches times inches, or whatever units you use, they need to be square. Now we can use our area of our base that we just found to find the volume of our square prism. So our formula is going to be volume equals height times area of the base. So volume, our height is going to be 16 inches times our area of our base, which is 25 square inches, making our volume of our square prism 400 cubic inches. Now remember, volume is a three-dimensional measurement. Therefore, when we have inches times square inches or units times square units, it's always going to be cubic units, or in this case, cubic inches.